IrvinDeggeller, born February 14, 1926 in Silverton, Oregon. He had three brothers, Henry, Alan, and Leash, and one sister, Elizabeth. Attended school in Markham, Oregon. His first job in the carnival business at age 14, working for his brother-in-law, Fred A. Thunberg, running an Irely rollerplane at the Tucson Rodeo. In 1943, Irvin joined the Navy during World War II. He was assigned to the heavy cruiser USS San Francisco of the South Pacific Fleet during the Battle of Okinawa. 1946, Irvin and his brother Alan purchased a used rollerplane in Lancaster, Ohio, then booking with the Gooding Amusement Company. 1947, Irvin created a kid line for Mr. Gooding with 4 kid rides, benches, and tops, expanding later to 9 kid rides. In the winter, Irvin would travel south and book with such great shows as Penn Premier, Straits, Eddie Young, L.J. Heth, Broadway, and bluegrass shows. 1951, at the Fremont, Ohio Festival, Irvin met Evelyn Leedy, the daughter of John Leedy, a concessionaire that had basketballs, french fries, and sideshows. Ev was running a model circus for her dad, and as the story goes, Ev was working her magic and placed a spell on Irvin. They were married that November in 1951 in Olmsted, Ohio, and that spell continues today, well over 53 years. The fall of 1956, Irvin and his brother Alan and father-in-law John Leedy purchased the Howard Brothers 14-ride show in Ohio. The Deggeller Amusement Company was now formed. It now boasted over 25 rides, 2 elephants, and 2 chimps. The ride help all wore white uniforms, a tradition that would continue on in today's modern carnivals. 1960 to 65, the show had grown to over 50 rides. In 63, the show purchased its first sky wheel. In 1964, Irvin was one of the founding showman members starting the OABA at the Sherman House in Chicago. 1965, Irvin purchased a Piper airplane. The airplane became a valuable time-saving asset. This was the beginning of the spectacular Magic Midway concept. A semi-trailer for each fair was lettered with its logo. This received a lot of attention from every fair, with people reporting back they had seen their fair on the side of the trailer over 1,000 miles away from home. In 1970 to 75, the show grew to over 92 rides, including a second sky wheel. Irvin negotiated his first sponsorship of billboard-type advertising on the back of all Coke delivery trucks in each area. In 1975, the Deggeller Amusement Company was featured on the front page of the Wall Street Journal, the first and only carnival to do so. With the show now reaching its pinnacle, Coy Deggeller Construction in Ibsco was created, building the Jensen Park Estates land development, over 300 homes and other scaled housing developments in Martin County. Irvin was a founding member and major stockholder investor of the American Bank based in Stuart, Florida. Irvin Ev hosted multiple political fundraisers for senators, representatives, and governors, and gained one-on-one meetings with Presidents Nixon and Bush. Irvin built his first family fun center in New Smyrna Beach, Florida, with Lewis Blackwell as his partner. 1978, the Deggeller Amusement Company was sold to Conklin Shows of Canada. Stewart Confections, an independent food concession business, was then formed. 1989, Irvin showed his love for golf by building 76 Golf World, a family fun center in Stuart, Florida. Commercial real estate development was next. His locations would feature Outback Steakhouse, Honda Territory, several banks, gas stations and party stores, and new car dealers. His parcels were the prime locations in Martin County. Today, Irvin and Ev enjoy traveling in their new motor coach. They still operate 76 Golf World with nephew Steve Coy and Stewart Confections with partner Todd Desgrange and other commercial real estate development. Irv is a Mason, a Shriner, Jester, Kentucky Colonel, member of the OABA, SLA, Gibtown, and the Miami Club.